865 Gaming Conversations. We got an episode coming in about DLC, season passes. I'm Gedalia. We got Ryan.
What up?
We got Scott all the way in the back. We got him in the back because he loud. We're going to get it started right off first with DLC season passes.
Yeah, so I think what we're actually discussing really is the fact that no longer, at least from a AAA perspective, AAA title, major studio perspective, we are no longer buying a game and that's it. We are now getting season passes or microtransactions built into it. So Scott here really does not like this as a general rule, I believe, or period.
That's correct. The only season pass I've ever purchased is for Treyarch Call of Duty, because I know that I will be buying all of the zombie map packs, and it's cheaper overall. If I know I'm getting them, that's the only ones I've ever purchased. So as a general rule, yeah, I'm not a fan of season passes.
Okay. Some games have great season passes, and some games, they really are just fleecing you for money for nothing.
They are, and that's really I should go back on that. It's not that I'm totally against it, but what I'm really against is the companies that do it, and you have no idea what you're getting. We're going to charge you this X amount of money for a season pass, and you may or may not get things you want. We don't know, but give us our money anyway.
So like Destiny, what Destiny did with Taken King.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Well, see, like I feel like for example, Call of Duty's, you're going to get four DLC packs. You're going to get usually 4 to 5 maps and a zombie pack built into that as well.
Right.
So like that.
Well, for Treyarch games.
From Treyarch games, yeah. So like that.
And that's the only reason why that's the only ones I've ever purchased.
Well, and one of my arguments is for it has been going on since the 90s. How many of you guys played the old Medal of Honor series on PC?
Oh yeah. Totally.
Okay. Well, they would release expansion packs. Games always had expansion packs. That's what World of Warcraft, you have these expansion packs. Really, all a season pass means is within a year, you're going to get these expansion packs built in. And so instead of buying the expansion packs separately, which you still can do if you want to, you could buy a season pass, save some money on the front end. So I don't have a problem with season passes. To me, if a season pass is worth it, then it will be beneficial. If it's not, it's going to hurt the game. You know, that's kind of my approach to that.
You say that being if you're a PC gamer from way back. I'm a console gamer. I started out on the NES. When you bought your system, you brought it home, you got your game, you got the full game out of the box, and it worked. You waited for the sequel if it was good enough, or you just hoped and prayed for one. Now, with being a console gamer, most customers that play console games, we're just getting used to this whole DLC thing, or expansion packs is what you call it.
But that's not really true. Even on the PlayStation and on the N64, you had the same thing happening. You'd have releases that would come out that would require additional stuff. Be essentially the game, but you would still have to have the original game with it. The PlayStation 2 did that with some stuff. I mean, It's not that uncommon. I think the issue is the cost associated with it is that you're paying $60 for the game and then you're paying $60 for the season pass.
You're paying double basically when your game comes out.
Whereas before you would buy the game and then you buy the expansion packs, which would be $29.99 or $19.99 or whatever.
And there's some certain games where when the game first comes out, you can only get certain content if you purchase a season pass.
Yeah, well,
I don't like
that's actually not true. It's mainly if you pre-order the game. Period.
Their season passes are like that too.
That's true. I would love a $19.99 season pass.
Yeah,
I would love that because Call of Duty's is $50. Right?
It's
$60.
$60.
It's basically
another game. Dying Light had their season pass. It was
$40.
It was $29.99.
And
then right before the following came out, they bumped it up $10.
Yeah.
Fallout, they bumped theirs up from $49 to $59.
But to be fair, Fallout said if you don't pre-order it, it is going to get bumped up, so you get a discount for pre-ordering it. I'm okay with that. That's an early adopter benefit. Like that. Those kind of things to me are like, hey, if you want to do our season pass and trust us to do it, then go, I have no problem with that. My point, though, guys, is that getting content, knowing your game's going to have extended life, that's worth a value. The issue really becomes, which I think, was it Forza did it? I forget which game did it. They held back content that was already on the disc for the season pass. Yeah, I think that was one of the forces on Xbox.
Just holding things back behind the paywall.
My biggest problem is season passes where you have absolutely no idea what you're going to get, and they still expect you to give them money. It's almost like going to a store, pre-ordering a game. Say, hey, I want to give this company X amount of money.
Here's a shooting game. It's a shooting game.
It's a shooter. What am I going to shooting? Well, yeah, I don't know, but give us $60 anyway. You'll know when the game comes out.
I mean,
it's that kind of concept I really don't like.
I don't think that's the norm, though. I mean,
it's not. It's not.
You
the
have
norm.
I guess Fallout technically has done that because you don't really know what's going to be in their DLC. But the thing about Bethesda is Bethesda has such a good track record that you're like, okay, well,
I
it's
trust
Bethesda.
giving them my
Yeah, I
money.
trust giving them my money.
Right.
It's
I would almost buy anything Bethesda makes because
Right.
I do trust them. as a
Then there are
company.
exceptions to the rule, like The Witcher 3 with CD Projekt Red. What they did with their DLC and their just content,
Mhm.
just
Well,
constantly
they're doing it right.
coming out for it, and it not being small either. And I think there's another one. There's another one that's about to release, and I forget the name of it, but it's supposed to be pretty large too.
Yeah.
Also, probably the one Take-Two, Rockstar right now, they're doing the best with Grand Theft Auto 5 and their microtransactions. Not necessarily DLC, but we can get a chance to go into microtransactions that are everywhere.
You know, my thing though is when you look at how many companies are thinking about, oh, I'll do a DLC pack for like an indie game, or I'll do a season pass. I don't mind DLC. Season pass is really the held up. If
Yeah.
a company is doing a season pass, I agree with you, Scott. There needs to be, this is what you're getting. You know, at least this many expansions, or
Yeah.
you know, give me something besides there's gonna be a season pass and
Give
you'll
us
get
money.
stuff. You know, but the bigger issue you're talking to earlier is pre-ordering games. That's the biggest scam in gaming.
Oh yeah, that's yeah.
You'll get a free skin. You'll get a special gun.
Pre-order bonus content for certain stores. Yeah, that's don't get me started
Yeah,
on
no,
that.
I mean, yeah, I mean that's just not, you know, and I get it. I mean, from a business perspective, we want to know how many people, you know, how many things we should be running, how many copies we should be running.
yeah.
GameStop wants to know how many copies they need to buy. Best Buy wants to know how many copies they need to buy. I do think you'll see less of that to some extent as we go more digital.
Oh, we're gonna.
Um,
oh yeah, it's gonna be almost not.
They're still going to get pre-order numbers because it just helps.
Yeah,
But
and that's really only going to be their only way to combat that. These retail stores,
Like-
all these little bonus things are usually just
like you get map,
nothing
you get
that
this map
I
early,
care.
like Halo. You get this map early. Oh, okay. Now
Yeah,
that's now
that's
you're saying
different.
that's different. I
Most
get
of
this
it's
for
like,
3
well,
months.
Your cape is blue.
Yeah,
You know,
your cape is blue.
Who cares?
I have the
Care
purple king
less.
cape.
I don't care if my cape's blue or purple or whatever. You know.
You know who doesn't do that? Nintendo.
Yeah.
No, Nintendo does not do that. They have their Mario Kart. Hey, we've got new characters. Go buy them.
Yeah,
That's
well,
it.
Right.
But the thing is, you don't have to have those. Like, if you want to get those, I have not gotten the Zelda expansion for the Mario Kart pack, right? I still go play Mario Kart, and there's tons of people playing it. You know, I still, whereas some games restrict you. Oh, you can't play these map. You can't play, like Call of Duty does this. If you don't have the map, you can't play a certain like set, like hardcore
Mm-hmm.
team deathmatch, because you don't have the map packs. You know,
Well, they also do use the last game for example. If you don't have the season pass, you cannot play one of the zombie maps that are out.
yeah.
They're just not available to you unless you have the season pass.
So at least they let you know what you're getting with season pass, unlike some people.
That's
So,
true. You do. They do
So,
tell you up front what you get.
overall, with season passes, they do, I think, add longevity to your game. You know, you're going to get at least 2 years out of that game, maybe a year and a half out of the game. You know, the issue for me is what's going to happen when a company goes bankrupt, like these Wizard of the Coast guys. They just canned that Sword Coast developer for the console. Well, they have DLC coming out for that, and you're canning the development team. You know, then what? So I think that's where you're going to start running into issues. But overall, I think my opinion is, I think if done right, I'm okay with season passes. If done wrong, I have an issue.
That's really how I feel. I mean, for the most part, I'm not a huge fan of season pass, but I'm okay with doing it if I know what I'm getting, if what I'm purchasing on the season pass. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I think it has to be done right.
G, what's your view?
I don't like them, but they're not going anywhere because people are still buying them.
That's very
Period.
true.
Period. It's none of this stuff is ever going to stop as long as people keep opening those wallets up.
And they will.
But there are some companies that have good DLC,
Yeah.
good season passes.
Bethesda's
Yes.
got, until they screw me
Some-
over, and they haven't ever.
I've never had. Yeah, they've never
Some
happened.
of them truly are good. I think Dying Light. I think theirs was good.
Yeah, so
And
I
that
think what
was-
we're
that was
saying,
really good.
developers, we will gladly do it if you come through and deliver. If you
Right.
don't, then it's going to be an issue.
So you better come correct with your DLC.
And also, I'm okay with season passes too, for the most part. If you're not getting extra content just for having, like, when the game's already released, if you have to buy a season pass to get something that's already unlocked in the game, that's also something I'm not cool with. So yeah, it still goes back to, I'm not still a huge fan of season passes, but if it's done okay, then okay, I can look past it. If it's done right.
Yeah.
865 Gaming Conversations, and we out.